Hi, shalom, everyone. I thought I'd do a part two at the moment. I said a few words a few days ago. There's a whole headlines at the moment going on about, let's say, various cities, I think, main, let's say, cities that have a huge ultra-Orthodox influence, where girls from Spanish Sephardi background or from other minority group backgrounds may struggle to be accepted into schools. A whole discussion. Knesset, someone prominent in Knesset and one of the ultra-Orthodox parties, was stating that more, let's just say, Sephardi seminaries should open up. And I'm not weighing in on that specific issues itself, but I just want people to have, like, in general, people have to understand, like, the empathy there should be for parents now within regard that are in this situation over here, because I was reading some of the message boards of reactions, and I think there was a documentary in one of the, let's just say, mainstream Israeli media outlets where they interviewed various different parents, mothers of people that the daughters couldn't get into school. And then there was a lot of empathy and sympathy on the message boards afterwards. But then there were people saying that, she's most likely exaggerating. Everyone's got this problem. We've got our problems as being Americans, so on and so forth. It's some of this is made up, some people would say, and stuff like that. But unfortunately, when the most painful thing in the world is when, especially if someone is at the religious criteria, let's just say, for example, of the institution, and they really, really are doing everything, Mesirat Nefesh, to make sure they have a good education, and then they get rejected. Imagine the parents' feeling, not just the kids' feeling, also the parents' feeling, the effort that went in, and it is critical in some stages, because obviously that minister in the Knesset who stated that maybe the Shas political party, Sephardi political party, should institute more schools. It could be he's got a point over there. That might be, maybe obviously if maybe seemingly, I'm not judging if they're doing a good job or not, but let's just say they were doing a superior job, maybe this problem would not, there'll be a more competitive market and everyone's going to have a school. That might be a point over here. We're not judging, but basically on what he was basically saying per se. But what I'm trying to bring about this point is, at the end of the day, this is an issue that's going on for many, many years, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. In fact, seemingly it's getting even worse at the moment. But at the same time, that shouldn't stop people having empathy, because remember, in some of these cases, there isn't the schools in this place, let's just say, and the Sephardi alternative seminary anywhere nearby for many of these parents. So anyway, they have to send the people. If there's going to be somewhere, it has got to be in this place. Maybe the school is a 20, 30-minute drive away, and the school they're trying to get into is only 2, 3, 4 minutes away. So in that case, and then the person doesn't get accepted, it makes a huge difference on the person's life. And then it's just the most painful thing in the world when you realize that it's not because the person's not fitting the criteria. Let's say there's a religious bar of how great the person's got to be, but it's the ethnicity. It's based on the family name. It's based on potentially on where the parents are from originally. And then there's no feeling like that in the world, like to some degree. God forbid, I don't want to measure the pain it could actually bring a person in general. But obviously there's different ways where this situation could get better. We hopefully, Be'ez Hashem, we're not. I don't think it's right to judge any of the players over here speaking over here. I genuinely think, the vast majority of people in this scenario have best intentions, but unfortunately, this situation, and we really pray that every girl is going to have every option to get into the school they want. And maybe there's, a lot has to be taken from this entire, let's just say, saga that's actually occurred, this entire episode. And let's hope there'll be next year, there'll be spoiled for choices where people can go to, and there'll be many, many options. So I thought I'm going to be more vocal about this, because there's very few people in the English-speaking world speaking about this at the moment. So as me, as a person, I've got everything. I'm in a system at the moment. We obviously all of us want a great Torah education. We celebrate, so many people behind the scenes are doing so much fantastic work. I mean, all the spheres of Israeli Jewry. We appreciate the Torah that's going on, and we hope there's going to be a lot of Torah options. And I've said many times over, I've been actually very vocal that from even 15 years ago, from when I first got married, that there should be more Sephardic options for schools. I've been very vocal that there should be Anglo-Sephardi, ultra-Orthodox or people Haredi options for schools also, which there really isn't so much at the moment. But so I hope personally that will change, and Be'ez Hashem, we'll just see good things. So wishing you Shabbat Shalom. Just another intake. Maybe I'll do a few more snapshot videos coming up. So take care and thanks for watching.